As a result of many criminal justice policies in the United States today, the incarceration rate of the United States of America is the highest in the world, at about 716 per 100,000 of the national population, according to the International Center for Prison Studies. There's the question now of what to do in order to hold all of these people.
There are particular groups. So there's the CEA and the GEO group. They have contracts with the federal government, but also with state governments. What they do is they send an individual to a privately owned prison, and then they pay a certain amount of money to that particular prison to sort of hold the individuals there. The groups that usually run this types of business are major groups. And what we know about major groups, entities, is that oftentimes they would like certain laws to be passed or maybe not to be passed. Because if it hurts their business, then they don't want the laws to be passed. And so, one of the things that we have here in America is that we allow individuals such as lobbyists to go and lobby against or for a particular law.
There are countless corporations across the United States that are making a bundle, first from the construction of prisons. So there are companies that have made billions building all of these new prisons across the United States. And as I mentioned, every prisoner has to purchase everything from clothing items to candy to toothpaste and soap, blankets. It's very distressing, but it has been a lucrative business for a lot of people.
There is a profit margin based off the individuals that go into the prison, and someone at some point is profiting from individuals going into the prison.
Mass imprisonment essentially leads to a civic death, which perpetuates the status quo, which of course helps elites and the wealthy who are benefiting from that status quo. There's no question about it. And DAs and judges are impacted by this. Again, district attorneys would counter by saying, hey, we didn't set up the system. We're not responsible for this. We're not doing anything illegal or wrong. But that is beside the point. The reality is elites and wealthy elites continue to funnel tons of money into these campaigns, and they're doing it for a reason. They're expecting something in return. And what they get in return is a perpetuation of the status quo. Since 1970, our prison population has soared by 700%. That is a staggering number. We no longer have the crime rates we once had in the 1970s. What is the rationale exactly? There's no real correlation between mass imprisonment and our decline in crime rates either. No scholar has ever established that there's a connection between the two.